Hello there, I'm Alfredo. You may know me, you may not, I don't care. I'm just here to talk to you about stuff that I have to work on. You see, I'm in this documentary class this semester, and I've been making some pretty interesting work for it, I think. But now we're in the final weeks of the semester, so I gotta come up with a final project for that class. So, what I thought would be interesting to do is making a documentary about making this documentary. So, I'm just gonna document myself making this movie that you're watching right now. This is the very first thing I'm doing for this documentary. Literally, I haven't done anything else. I mean, right now I'm writing the proposal. If you can take a look, there it is. Proposal for my final documentary production project. I want to make a film that, and now I guess I'm gonna write the rest of it.
How about we cut to a fun opening credits sequence?
Hello, class. So my documentary is called Documentary, and it'll be a documentary about me making a documentary. Specifically, the documentary for the final project of this class. I don't know what the goal of it is going to be, or what is it going to turn out to be. Right now, I'm just hoping it'll be interesting and entertaining, and hopefully give you guys some insight into the way I work. And yeah,
Is it sort of a personality-driven piece?
I guess right now I'm shooting for it to be primarily a video diary, but I think I'll include some cinema verite and some archival footage in there.
Archival of what?
I don't know. And I'll have interviews with someone, I'm sure.
Okay, good. Well, let's move on here. Any last words to the camera?
Yeah, what was the name of that guy who directed those movies that inspired Michael Moore?
Ross McElwee.
Ross McElwee?
McElwee.
McElwee?
McElwee.
Wait, how do you say it again?
It's on camera.
McElwee? Right.
Ross
I
McElwee.
spelled it on camera.
Okay.
For the next few days, I ponder my sister's suggestion that I try to be more outgoing with my camera, and that I think of it as a way of perhaps meeting someone.
I enjoyed Mr. McElwee's films, and I found his narrations to be an effective way to move his films along, so I thought it would be appropriate to emulate that trope of his for this documentary. I decided to talk to my teacher, Jennifer Crute, hoping she'd be able to provide good advice in helping me decide what direction to take this film in, which is something that I continue to struggle with.
Okay, so I'm in this class. What do you think of the work I presented there thus
Your work?
far? Yeah.
Well, I really love that one piece. No, I think you've done very, very good work. I think you're very talented, doing interesting things. I think you're a good filmmaker. I think you've got a lot of interesting elements to your personality that would definitely make you a good filmmaker or entertainer. I'm curious about this film that now I'm a part of, so always good if you get a flattering shot of the teacher. I'll be very encouraging of the work. No, I think it's an unusual idea and creative, and just another way to look at how documentaries can just be about so many different things, or in such even crazier experimental forms about crazy subjects like a documentary.
Yeah, do you have any suggestions for
Oh.
what I could do, or?
You could interview maybe a couple people in class, maybe someone who you think really likes your work, and maybe someone who really hates it, or something. I don't know. Those would be. I mean, I probably
I may be able to come up with who to interview for that.
I followed Jennifer's advice and decided to interview someone from the class who really hates my work. Myself. After all, I am the subject of the film, so I asked my longtime friend Chase Neonov to read my proposal and come up with questions for me for an interview.
You know what you're gonna ask.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay,
It's sort of in my brain.
just to make it clear, I don't know what you're gonna be asking me.
Well, yeah, right. Okay, are we started?
We can start whenever you want.
Okay. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
7.
Okay, that's correct. Good.
Alright.
So why did you decide to make this film?
Why did I decide to make this film? Well, I mean, I have to. I have to do it for a grade. That comes into play. I'm not really a documentary filmmaker. So when it came time to do the final project, I had a very hard time choosing what subject to do it on, because I kind of think I can't do justice to just any subject, or really any subject, except me. And that's why I'm making the documentary about me.
How do you balance work, life, and family?
I actually can tell you that it's hard to balance work life, family life, and school life. It's pretty fucking rough nowadays. I work about 35 hours a week, and I go to school almost every day at night after work. And I also get a lot of homework, so I don't sleep a whole lot. And that has, it has been hard to progress with this project just because I'm so busy and time just seems to fly. So yeah, it's rough.
What camera are you going to be shooting the documentary on about the documentary?
The one that's recording this right now.
Can you just give me like the specs, the technical details about
it's
it?
a Canon HB30 P1080X Rainbow
Right.
3000. I recently watched this documentary about South Park called 6 Days to Air, and in that film they chronicle what it's like making an episode of South Park. And one of the things Trey Parker, the creator, says in that documentary is that he always feels like whatever show they're working on is the worst show they've ever done. And that's kind of how I feel about every movie I make while I'm making it. I mean, it's certainly the case with this one. This feels like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, this is a piece of
This
shit.
feels pretty terrible, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's Wednesday right now. The video is due tomorrow. Sorry, I can barely talk. I stayed up all night editing the video because it was the first session I had. I can't talk. It was the first session I had editing the video. And I got a lot of it done, but it's too long. There's a 10-minute limit for how long it should be, and I'm already at 8 minutes, and the video has not found its footing. I'm not feeling too confident on this one. I shouldn't even be recording this right now because, like I said, the video is too long as of now. And if I just keep talking, it's just gonna be longer and longer. I'm an idiot. Maybe I should end the video right now with this. That's what I'm gonna do. Just kidding. Maybe. God. Hello there. It's Wednesday at midnight right now, and I just got out of class. Yes, classes can go on to midnight when a lot of people are showing work, so I'm running home, and I have to edit the movie, and I was planning on sleeping like 2 hours tonight. Well, I think that's down to 0 now, so I'm gonna go do that. You know, if the class wasn't awesome, I would be pissed off. But I mean, I am pissed off because the movie sucks, and I don't know how I'm gonna make it work in such a small amount of time. But whatever, I'll do it. Okay. Oh, fuck. So, it's 5 in the morning right now, and the film is basically done. I just need to add this part I'm filming right now to it, and it'll be done. I'm pretty happy with it. I think people will have valid criticisms of the film, but I can live with that. I may continue this outside of class, because I think there's potential for something really cool here. But I may not. Who knows? But thank you for watching. It's been great.
So, a very interesting idea that you pulled off, I think, very well. And yeah, it's like a weird video diary about your class, but very strange. I like
At some point I had a thing where I had changed the name of the movie to Video Diary. But again, had to cut that out.
Good, perfect. And then if you make this as part 2, or if it continues on, you can refer back to that.
Yeah, I have
It'll
a bunch
just
of
be
leftover
endless-
footage. I even deleted the scene where I talked about how much footage I was deleting.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
so that's confusing.
It's almost poetic.
Yeah. I think everybody should squeeze in around him so that you're all in the shot really quickly.
If you guys want to do that.
Yeah, come up and squeeze in around him. Hi, Alfredo. Happy
Hi.
editing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Such a nightmare.
Well, I think that's it then. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Yay.